Hallelujah. Um, I think I need to say hello to all Nigerians and everybody listening. And this particular video is going to be focused on Lagosians, most especially the residents in Lagos State, in respective of their tribe, whether you are Igbo, you are Hausa, or you're Yoruba. And this, I just want everybody to understand that sometimes it's good for us to continue to engage ourselves and our public office holders in issues that they are representing us for. We have people who claim to be our representative and who we voted for and who was sent to represent us both at the Lagos State House of Assembly and at the Federal House of Representatives in Abuja. So those are the people who want this particular information to get to. And this is an SOS call from the people who reside in Elaje Otumara area of Ibutemeta West of Lagos State. So we are using this medium to call on our House of Assembly representative, Honorable Ibrahim Ajani Owolabi. You are the one that is representing us in the mainland, Lagos mainland, one constituency, and you are not representing us well. Honorable Ibrahim Ajani Owolabi, you are not representing your people well. Your community is being demolished. All the people that have voted for you, that have sent you to that house, they are in pain. They are in agony right now. And look at yourself. When you are campaigning in 2022 and 2023, when you are campaigning for the vote of the people, you are working with the people with your broom in your hand. And they were following you. And majority of these people reside in Elaje Otumara community. They reside in all of those community that looks like slum areas, that doesn't have adequate development. Those are the people that voted you, and you are not representing them well. And of course, we're also using this medium to talk to Honorable Oladele Rufus Adekonye, who happen to be a Federal House of Representatives of Lagos Mainland Federal Constituency. Your people are in pain right now. There is no government in the world that does illegal demolition like Lagos State government. This is not the first time Lagos State government is doing that. How can you bring Caterpillar on Friday when you know that the people cannot go to court to seek an injunction against the illegal demolition, when you know that they cannot even make a call or do an official visit or protest to anybody in Alausa Secretariat? And this is orchestrated with the land grabbers. Àwọn monile tí wọ́n rí pé community ti develop tán tí wọ́n fẹ́ ta ilẹ̀ for the highest bidder. Yes, about 2 Celestial Church of Christ parishes are going to be affected if nothing is done in this case. But of course, there's a particular parish right now that the demolition have already started. They have their legal document and proper documentation to the land. CCC Imole Ayo, Anu Oluwakpo Cathedral. How can you demolish a place without notification? Demolition is going on without adequate notification, without relocation plan, without consultation with the landlord, with the resident. Who does that in a democratic setting? You are not engaging your people. You are not discussing with them. You are not having any discussion with these people. And remember, when you are campaigning for election, all the APC public office holder, including Mr. President, including Sanwo-Olu, the governor of Lagos State, including Honorable Rufus Adekonye, including Honorable Ibrahim Owolabi, when you guys were campaigning for election, you were busy coming into the communities. You were engaging the people. You are campaigning. You were talking to them. You want to represent them. Even Adekonye, Honorable Adekonye Ladele, he said he's tested and trusted. We don't know if you can be trusted at this time. You guys came into the community. You were engaging people. Then they cast their vote for you. They voted you guys. And right now, demolition, illegal demolition is going on in Elaje Otumara, in the Ibutemeta West. The people are human beings. And the government needs to engage and dialogue with these people. You cannot demolish under 72 hours. You cannot demolish places in less than 2 weeks' notice. What kind of notice is that? It is undemocratic. And for you to start carrying on an illegal demolition on weekend, that is political witchcraft. I always tell people that there are only 3 reasons that the government especially APC government. There are three, in fact, there's no difference between APC and PDP. All of them, they demolish, they don't care about the urban poor people. They don't care about them. There are three reasons that government is going to remember you. Only three reasons. Number one, when it's time for election, they remember that some people are living in the slums. They remember that some people are living in the rural area, in those rural communities. They will go there and they will campaign. They will promise you heaven and earth. They will start sugarcoating words to you. That is when they remember that you guys are there. Second thing, they remember that people are there at the community only when they want to have what's it called, censor. When it's time to count these people so that they can get to know the number of people that reside in their state for maybe allocation and sharing of political offices or all of that. So they want to count, they go to the slum, then they don't count you to be a slum dwellers. They don't count then that you are in a rural communities. They go to your door, they knock every door. Even when they don't have access to go to the house of people in Lekki, people in Banana Island, when they cannot even enter their gates to go get them counted. They go to the slums. They go to the rural communities. They want to count you. Right? And the third time that government of Nigeria or APC government will remember people is when they want to do demolition. That is what they used to pay people back, demolition. And it shouldn't be done anywhere in the world. The government is supposed to be responsible. The government of the state is supposed to remember the people. There is poor road network. There's lack of basic amenities. There's no clean water, hygiene water for the people in those communities. And you don't even have healthcare services for the people. Electricity system is very poor. Drainage system is very poor. When there's rainfall, it affects the whole community. And the government doesn't care. There's no recreational parks. There's no public school that people can easily access. So if you want to develop the communities, the people that vote you, that's where you are supposed to continue to focus your dividend of democracy to better the life of these people. Not to demolition is not a dividend of democracy. And you cannot demolish people's houses without engaging them properly, without having a dialogue with the landlords, with the elders of the community, with the women, with the young people, with the traditional rulers. You need to engage them. You need to give them adequate notification. People need to look for houses. They need to relocate if they need to. You need to consider adequate relocation plan. All of these things are very important. But we don't have it. Anywhere in the world, the slum community contributes to the highest maternal and infant mortality. Anywhere in the world, the slum community, they contribute maternal mortality the highest because there is no basic health services where it can be appropriate or even affordable. There's no services that women can go to assess if they want to give birth and all of that. You have not done anything to the people that reside in this area. Yes, you have not done anything to take care of these people. So it is very, very difficult for people to assess dividend of democracy in this government that we have in Lagos State. Anybody watching this can tag this our representative, Honorable Owolabi Rufai and Honorable Adekonye Oladele, and as well the Lagos State government. How can there be demolition on a weekend, on a Friday? Today is Sunday. The people in Lagos there in Otumara Ilaje community are supposed to go to church now. And Caterpillar is behind their church, demolishing the church. That is not a good thing. It's not a good thing. All of these things have been happening for a long time. And it has to stop. The residents of this unfortunate community, and most of the members in these areas, they voted APC. Most of them are the women leader, the youth leader that are even carrying brooms up and down. Most of them, the one Beni community here. And it's not even in Otumara alone. What about Makoko? You already started demolition in Makoko, Ijora Badia, Ilubirin. I mean, so many communities like that. You demolish people's houses without adequate relocation plan, without adequate compensation, without adequate notification, without consultation, without engagement. It is political witchcraft. That was the same thing that you guys did in Otodo, Otodo Gbagbo, the waterfront community. In 2017, you guys demolished houses, and residents that are over 30,000 were evicted. They were evicted without adequate notice of how to plan for relocation. You just destroy their life. And that is, these slum areas are where you can get the highest number of votes when it's time for election. When it's time for election, the people in Banana Island, Eko Atlantic, they are not going to cast vote for anybody. They are not going to come out to vote. You remember the slum communities. You will go to Ijora Badia. You will go to Agege, Orile, Mushin. You will go to Makoko. You will go to Otumara in Elaje. You will go to all of those areas where the slum dwellers are. That's where you are going to engage them and beg them. The same thing, you demolished Takwa Bay community in 2020. Over 5,000 people were evicted. And they are just there. And remember, in this Otumara Elaje, I think there was a time that the demolition was challenged in the court when the community went to the High Court, and the Lagos State High Court gave an order that banned the Lagos State government from evicting the resident from Elaje, Otumara, and all the communities in the rural area in Lagos State in 2017. And so, for you not to be able to get court injunction that is going to stop the demolition, the illegal demolition that is going on, you brought Caterpillar on Friday. And all of these things will not happen without our representative knowing. They should know. And if they don't know, now they know better. If you check online everywhere, you see people complaining, crying, shedding tears. Residents, indigents of Lagos State, who did all they could to support you. You demolished all their houses. That is the dividend of democracy you are paying them. What is your own government going to be doing? Are you not supposed to be a government for the people? In a democratic dispensation, are you not supposed to be a government of the people for the people? The people in Otumara, in Elaje, they've been residing there since 1920. Since 1920, they've been resident in that community. And this is what the government of APC can use to pay them back. In 2013, over 10,000 people were evicted in Ijora Badia, February 23rd. And so you continue to do that demolition. By now, when you finish demolishing more than 60% of that community, by the time it's on Monday or Tuesday, when they get a court injunction, then the government will come and say, no, we don't know anything. No, we are not part of that demolition. We don't know the people that... When they demolished some communities, Ijora, Ilubirin, the excuse that the government was giving is that they need to do proper sanitation, environmental sanitations and urban development. That's the reason why they demolish. How can you demolish a community without even integrating the poor masses or the residents of those areas, without even having a plan for relocation? Government doesn't send the poor masses. The government will grab your land with the omonile. They grab your land and they sell it for the highest bidders. This should not continue. This should not continue. And in 2025, this should not continue. Right? In Ijora Badia, the residents in that area, they were allocated that community in Badia East by the federal government. Remember, federal government of Nigeria acquired their land at Igomu, Oluwole Village, where they built the present National Arts Theatre. And as a result, the land that was acquired by the federal government of Nigeria, they relocated those people who are resident of Oluwole Village in Igomu, the present National Theatre. And some of those individuals were even at Otumara in a larger community in Ebute Meta West. So they've been there for a long time. They are Lagosians who have been residing in those communities for a very long time. But every now and then, our government will come. You are not building any houses for the poor masses. You don't care about the poor masses. You don't care to do things that can make the poor masses to have access to affordable and convenient houses. You are not doing that. The only thing you can do is to force the indigents, the residents. This is a violation of Section 17, subsection 2 of the 1999 Constitution of Nigeria. Because the government is supposed to ensure this, there is sustainable, affordable, an adequate shelter to be provided for everybody. When we have the government of Jakonde as the Lagos State governor, of course, everybody know what Jakonde did. There are a lot of housing estate that even when Lagos State was making very small amount of internal generation revenue, Jakonde was building houses, he was building schools. We know about Jakonde estate everywhere. We know about Jakonde schools here and there. But now, the government that is making billions, why not care for the urban poor? Why not care for those in the slum areas? Why not build affordable houses like you have the First Act 77, like you have all of those town estates in those period of Jakonde? Why can't you do it so that the poor resident of the state can appreciate you? You cannot do all of those things. And the only thing you can do, the little that the poor masses are doing to give themselves a shelter, you come there and demolish the place without even thinking of. A lot of people are dropping dead. A lot of people will have heart attack. A lot of people, some of them are pensioners. Some of them are old people, aged people. Some of them are even living in, some have health challenges. You don't care. Our representative, please, you need to do more. And by doing more, you need to push that this demolition going on in Otumara needs to stop. The demolition going on in Ebute West needs to stop. Honorable Ibrahim Ajani Owolabi, make your call. Make your call. And this demolition, illegal demolition, needs to stop. Honorable Oladele Rufus Adekanye, you are not just a federal representative, you are even a member of, what's it called? Committee of Human Rights. This is a violation of the right of the residents under the mainland federal constituency that you represent in Abuja. You are also a community member of public petitions. This is a public petition to you. The people who elected you, their houses are gone. Caterpillar came on Friday on the weekend and massive houses have been demolished, a lot of them. And the people don't even know who to cry to, who to call, who to help, who to consult. And both of you, your lines are not going through. Your people that voted you in power cannot access you right now. They cannot access you. First eviction is against the 1976 United Nations Conference on Human Rights Settlement. So everything that is happening under this government of APC in Lagos State is a violation of the human right of the people. You are not respecting the African Charter on Human Settlement. You are not respecting the UN Declaration on Human Settlement. You are not even respecting the Constitution of Nigeria, including Section 16, subsection 2D of the 1999 Constitution of Nigeria. It's your responsibility to provide affordable, suitable, and adequate shelter for the resident of Lagos State. This is what is happening. In 2006, Lagos State government got over $200 million. That's a World Bank grant for Lagos State metropolitan development, which is supposed to improve basic urban services and infrastructure, and at the same time to upgrade life of 9 slum communities in Lagos, including Makoko, including Ijora, including Ilubirin, including Otumara, and some other communities like that. You got $200 million World Bank grant to upgrade the life of the people in the slum, not to demolish them. But instead, you got that money, you bought caterpillars, and you were demolishing their houses, you were sending people away. You careless. Everything you are doing is a political witchcraft. Because you cannot come and sweet talk the people and beg them to vote for you. Whether they vote you or they don't vote you, anyhow, you all have been declared that you represent the office that you are occupying. But the people are suffering. Isaac Damilare Adediran, you saying I'm not going to church. You need to check your time. This is the middle of the night. I'm around 3 a.m. So there's no church service in 3 a.m. I should be on my bed. But the cry of the people everywhere, it's a very big problem. Before people get a land, make sure you assess the area, check the area very well before you buy land, and ensure that proper document, including churches, Celestial Church, that even have adequate documentation to their land. You didn't even mark their building. You didn't give them any notice. They are not part of the residents' buildings that have been marked for demolition. You just carry caterpillar, come and you aside demolition. Even people that places, houses that you didn't mark, they are being demolished. That's a violation. We'll continue to make a push. Lagos mainland constituency, most of the people that voted you in power, majority of them are in Ebutemeta. And you know it. And these people, this Omonile, Tanimowo Williams Tomoro, Abitomori, you are part of the people who have sold the community in collaboration with the Obaoloto. These are the things that you guys are doing to the poor masses who reside. The same thing the Ijora did to residents in Ijora, Badia East, and some other communities under the Ijora kinship. They bought the land. Some of them have the right allocations to those land. You guys came and, every Friday, you always bring caterpillar on Friday. You bring it on Friday so that you will have stationed it in the community. And then maybe by evening or by midnight or whatever, or by 12, even in the noon, you start demolition, you start illegal operation. When you know the people cannot approach any courts. The people cannot even go to Alausa, they can't go anywhere. Otumara Ilaje community, I want to commend you guys. You need to stand together. You need to make a protest. You need to organize yourself, mobilize yourself and go to Alausa Secretariat. But again, when are you going to do that? You can't do that today, that is on Sunday. None of the Secretariat office is going to be open. And on Monday that you should do that, on Monday morning that you need to start your protest, that Monday, a whole lot of damage will have been done. I just pray that God will guide everybody. And please stay safe. Do not struggle with anybody. Do not fight with anybody. Because by the time they demolish, what's it called? There's one community, Otodo Gbagbo. When they demolished that community and evicted over 30,000 people in 2017, 11 people died in that community during that illegal demolition exercise. So do not fight anybody. Do not get yourself arrested. A lot of people were arrested around all of those people, including Ilubirin, including Makoko. That's all what they do. So do not be confrontational, but you have the right to protest. It's part of your fundamental human right to protest, advocate, shout, scream, call. Everybody should make calls to your representative. You need to call Honorable Ibrahim Ajani Owolabi. This is the reason why you were elected. To protect the interest of the people, the constituency that you represent in Lagos State House of Assembly. That's the reason why they appoint you. You had an international exposure. You went to school in UK, and you are not a local man. You were exposed, and you know what the human right of the people are supposed to be. You know that for any demolition to happen, the people need to be consulted. They need to have adequate notification. They need to have a relocation plan by the government. They need to have adequate compensation. Those are the processes. These are the declarations even under Habitat International. How can we just be behaving like, Abba, they are not living under the bridge? It's not under the bridge that you want to clear. If you want to clear under the bridge, yes. It's an environmental sanitation and it's for safety and security purpose, of course. But what about extending it to people's houses that were not even marked? Even the people's houses that were marked. A lot of them have gotten court injunction since 2017. How come everything turned around? You are not building houses for the poor masses, but you are demolishing the one that they have. It's just like poor people who want to attend the party. And the government will say, oh no, you can't come to the party because the clothes you are putting on is dirty or is rag. But you are not giving them clothes to cover their nakedness. They like whatever clothes they are putting on. So leave them and let them live. According to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he said, let the poor breathe. So Sanwo-Olu, Governor of Lagos State, Honorable Owolabi Ibrahim Ajani, Honorable Adekanye Oladele Rufus, please help. Let the poor breathe. And help us tell the Obaoloto of Oto. Help us tell Tomori Williams Tanimowo that they should allow the poor people in Ilaje Otumara community to breathe. Thank you.